everybody, Derek here, and today we're in a parking lot to talk about ball striking because there's nothing more distracting than a parking lot, lots of wind and construction equipment going off over there, and we're hitting at a football field. And everybody has had those pure strikes where you've gotten it on the green and you're putting for a birdie or a par or whatever it may be, but you got it close to your designated target with your distance and the club that you actually picked out for that shot. Everybody's had those perfect shots. Makes you feel like you're a pro on tour, but the consistency factor isn't there. So to strike the ball more often, we're going to go over a couple drills that I do whenever I'm practicing to transfer onto the course. And this swing thought totally changes everything if you know the step-by-step process. So we got our ball here. And what you want to first start with is your setup. Now, if I were to be over the ball, I hold it right there in my sternum, right over the middle. I want it to line up right in the middle of my stance. I've got a mid-iron here. This is my 9-iron. We're 130 yards out from the post. So I want that ball directly in the middle of my path. Now, I need to back up to where it actually is going to come in. I don't come all the way up. I don't choke down. I'm right in the middle of my grips. Square the club face, and the setup is key in everything. So if you have the setup, you're prepared to make great ball striking, because the lower part of our arc, if we were to pendulum here, just like a putting stroke, the lower part of our arc, if the ball's too forward, it's going to be getting topped. If it's too far back, you're not going to get the desired loft you want, and it's going to be chopping down on the ball, and you could be hitting it thin or fat. So right in the middle is the designated spot you want to have it. And on a 9-iron, you are a little bit over, you can be a little bit more over the top, so you have a little bit more room for error if you do come over the top and come in. But second key to think about, when you're coming into your backswing, you want to be wide, because that sets up everything. If you come in wide and rotate your hips, don't shift your weight towards the back. You are shifting your weight naturally, because the right side is holding all the weight. If I were to hold a weight over on this side, I would be right independent over here. So what I want to think about is going into this, it doesn't have to be, you can even try doing a shorter swing, a shorter stroke, and not putting everything you have into it just for a practice. Square your club face, middle of your stance, coming wide, but as you're coming through the ball, you want to envision as you're coming in, not steep or shallow. You want to envision that you're pointing. So if I was actually hitting out to there, I'm actually pointing almost directly towards the ball with the shaft of my club. And that is the basic way to get a perfect iron strike every time. Now, bending your knees, raising and lowering, being all out of whack with your upper body, it's nothing. It's just twisting. So your head stays stable, but everything else can twist because the spine and everything stays center. So don't shift your weight backwards. So let's make a good hit here. And this is one of the ways that I envision. So in the middle of my stance, if I were to line it up with my sternum, perfect distance away, alignment, takeaway, and just a smooth swing, and envisioning weight transfer and keeping my center straight, and it should get perfect ball strike every time. Pulled a little left, and that is due to too much transfer, too much torso movement. So if I can envision that right there coming through, I should have a good amount of shaft lean and be square to my target. So let's try it. And then I pushed. And that's where practice comes in. Just making those smooth, clean, crisp strokes. There it is. Perfect. So what I try to shoot for most of the time, if I'm trying this is about 130 yards, just an easy, basically a pitch shot. Just coming through directly at our target, Wow, lots of roll ahead on that one. But what you want to envision is coming into ball contact first, with it being in the middle and having your little divots behind it, not in front. If you're hitting in front here, you're going to get it fat, and you're going to have so much inconsistency. So if you can take 10 of your shots and have 8 out of 10 hitting more on target, then you're going to be way more consistent. Now, if we were going at a green, that would be on the green. And that's it. I hope that helps, guys, whenever you're out there and trying to get that swing thought incorporated in your iron swing to help yourself out with more crisp, more pure, consistent striking on the ball and more consistency, because that's what this is going to bring into your game and maybe help you lower some strokes. But thanks for watching, you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.